Solve a problem to determine the empirical formula of a carbon-hydrogen-oxygen compound. We're given that a 0.600 gram sample of the compound was burned in excess oxygen, yielding 1.320 grams of carbon dioxide and 0.540 grams of water. Let's break this down into steps. First, we'll calculate the moles of carbon and hydrogen produced. For carbon, we use the mass of CO2 produced. Each mole of CO2 contains 1 mole of carbon. For hydrogen, we use the mass of H2O produced. Each mole of H2O contains 2 moles of hydrogen. Next, we'll determine the mass of oxygen in the original compound. We can do this by subtracting the masses of carbon and hydrogen from the total sample mass. Now, let's calculate the moles of oxygen. We divide the mass of oxygen by its atomic weight. Finally, we'll determine the empirical formula by finding the simplest whole number ratio of C, H, and O. We divide all mole quantities by the smallest number of moles, which is 0.0112 moles of oxygen. We can approximate this ratio to the closest whole numbers by multiplying by 3. This ratio can be simplified to yield the smallest whole number ratio. Therefore, the empirical formula of the compound is C3H6O.